Well, David, your share price has risen quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Where do you think it should go? Or is that impossible to say at this stage because you've got a lot of work to do?
You know, it's very hard for people like us to say where we will go. But by experience, to be involved for the past 25 years in the mining industry with 14 million shares outstanding, no debts, partnership for $27 million, close to $5 million in the bank's accounts. All those stocks been earned, all by 2,197 shareholders. You can figure it's very, very tight. So with good results, if we're looking at other projects in the regions that they're releasing good results, and their stock with 155 and 200 million shares outstanding, they're raising $1.50 more than the price that they are. I can assume that it's another double for the shareholder of Typhoon in the next few weeks.
Could very well be the case, I would say, given the tight share structure. One of the things you mentioned, I'm not sure if we talked about it or not, but I want to make sure that we understand the situation. I like companies where the management owns a big chunk of the company, and the reason I like that is because it means that the management's interest is aligned with mine as a shareholder. What do the insiders own of Typhoon?
Insider and close friends to the company, we can figure it's between 10 to 40%. And I think we will be one of the first company who will release that. We will release in the next few weeks that the board of directors engaged themselves to not sell one of their shares for the next 121 days. Because we're believing so much on what we have and what we're doing right now that you can never be sure,
no.
But we can very
pretty confident.
No confidence that the stock will work what you have to work. Because everyone forgets that the deal that we signed with Horizon, it's $27 million. And we already have 188,000 ounces of gold in fur.
With a very small
percentage. The worth of that, it's $200 million. So if we made a simple calculation, the partnership that we have, what we own, the package of lands that we own in the prime market region in Canada.
Well, yeah, all ounces are not created equally in the gold mining business. And you are in an area where it's cheaper to mine. You've got all the infrastructure, you've got the mining people, you got the technology. All these things add very definitely to the value of those ounces in the ground. So it certainly is an exciting story. But David, you know, mining is a risky business.
That's right.
So you're not risk-free. What do you think the biggest risk is to somebody that buys your shares now at $1.50?
Right now, none.
You don't see any risk at all?
No risk at all, because on what we just talked a few minutes ago, number of shares outstanding,
no debt,
management team, new partner like Horizon, partner with Agnico Eagles.
Debt. You're debt-free.
Debt-free.
Yeah, that's important.
And we own everything at 100%, so I don't think that the gold will go down in the next year and a half, 2 years. I think that gold will go higher a little bit.
Well, I'm with you on the gold side, David. I must say, I'm telling my subscribers and the listeners to my radio show that I think that gold is in the buying opportunity of gold mining shares are the buying opportunity of a lifetime because of all the disarray in the global financial markets, and also because the U.S. dollar, which is the world's reserve currency, is not in good shape these days. And I think the gold prices have been somewhat suppressed by certain interests, let's say. So I think that you're absolutely at the right place and the right time. Gold is where it's at, and I must commend you for putting together a heck of a story here. I've known the name Typhoon, but I hadn't focused on it too much until I saw this $27 million deal with Agnico Eagles. So is there anything else you think that our viewers should know about your company before we conclude our discussion?
No, I think that if they're taking their time and they're doing their study, they are going to see our website, they will have all the information. And a very good point again, it's very rare that a producer or a major that they will bring their cash to your project. Normally, they are the operator.
Yeah.
Here at Typhoon, we are the operator.
That's very interesting.
That's proof to the street and to the market that we are very serious people. And like I said before, I've been there for the past 25 years. I will be there for the next 25 years, and my goal, my shareholder, is to build mines. And the best place to build mine right now, it's in Quebec.
And to build mines and to raise the capital in a way that doesn't dilute your shareholder interest too much, which you've done a nice job of here.
We proved that in the past year.
So, well, thank you very much, David. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I think this is a very exciting story. It's certainly one I'm going to have to take a serious look at for my newsletter. Also, we will be telling the people on my radio show called Turning Hard Times into Good Times about this interview when it's available. I think people are going to find this very exciting, especially with so few shares outstanding, 14 million shares. TYP is the symbol on the Toronto Venture Exchange. You can also buy it down in the States where I live under the over-the-counter market is TYPFF. So it's a very interesting story. Thank you very much, David. It's been a pleasure having you on my show.
My pleasure.
On Face the Analyst.
All right.